Bridgestone.
The Best Hit USA Billy Joel Special。
こんばんは、小林和です。今週のベストヒット USA はスペシャルとしまして、この方をゲストに全面的にお送りいたします。ビリー・ジョエルです。Pleasure.
Thank you.
You remember me from 1983?
Yes, I do.
Tell us about your concert this time. What is it going to be like?
Well, I'm working with new musicians, except for the drummer, Liberty DeVito is with me.
Because I remember you told me 1983 that making records, making songs, just another thing. I mean, when you record, you finish, it's the end of one thing. And when you have to perform, it's another thing. You have to... Right?
Yeah, you have to gear up, you have to rehearse. I hate rehearsal. I'm one of those people who hates to rehearse. I mean, some people rehearse for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. We rehearse, when we walk in, we start playing for about an hour, and then they said, okay, it's lunchtime. What do you say? Let's take a break. Which means that you better get it quick. You know, that's, I don't like overdoing it. Once you start overdoing a song, you start losing your feeling for it. I would rather have it rough.
You hate to repeat the same thing. In other words, I mean, if you repeat, you feel like you want to make a change, and
well, if you repeat it too many times, it starts to become automatic. And when it starts to become automatic, there's no spontaneity, there's no fun.
Feeling.
That's it.
Right.
When you can beat it to death. So I only rehearse enough to just know the song and feel good about how we're playing it, and then say, okay, leave it like that. So when you walk on that stage, there's a little bit of anxiety. Like, am I going to play this right? Is it going to be right? Which I think helps.
You still have jitter before you go out?
Yeah. I think that's the best way to do it.
You rehearsed a lot for the USSR tour?
Well, we had been on the road for a year. Was Jimmy here? How long have we been on the road for the USSR?
We've been on for 11 months.
11 months we've been on the road. On a road tour. So by the time we got to the USSR, it was, a piece of cake.
Right. They told us you have been planning, or it was your sort of dream since 1970s, to perform in Russia.
Yes, it was.
How did you find the audience there?
Once we got to the real audience, it was great. The first part of the show, it was all bureaucrats sitting.
Oh yeah, there was a write-up about that.
They were all sitting, and if they got the good seats. And the first night, I was looking at them saying, this is the audience. This isn't what I'm used to. And we realized that they were just there because they were like big shots. That was the big shot thing to do. And the volume was too much for them. They were sitting there like this, holding their wrist. This is terrible. And they left. And they gave their tickets to the kids outside, the real rock and roll fans.
Oh, in the middle of the concert?
In the middle of the show.
That's good.
And then the real rock and roll kids who were outside came in, and then we had a concert. And from then on, all the shows were good.
Do you have any language barrier or anything like that?
Oh yeah, most people really didn't understand the lyrics, but they understood the spirit of the song and the music. And look, let's face it, even if songs are written in English, I mean, even in Japan, even in the States, first time you hear a record on the radio, you don't know what the guy's saying.
No, we don't know.
Nobody knows. You heard, like My Sharona. You know the song My Sharona? Give you an example. You're in the car, you're driving along. When you get to Japan, My Sharona. Hey, I know that, Nobody knows the lyrics until a couple of weeks go by. I think that's what a lot of rock and roll is.
But they recognize a lot of your songs, I bet.
They recognize the songs that they knew from Europe, I think. They get a certain amount of radio leakage from Scandinavia and from Germany. They knew Honesty, they knew My Life, they knew whatever songs were hits in Eastern Europe,
Country Road.
Billy Joel Special continues.
Stone.
How do you feel when some other artists take someone like New York State of Mind? There's so many covers, right? How they interpret.
Oh, I love it. I don't think I'm the essential performance of the song. I'm basically the writer, and I think it could be done much better by other singers. I don't even think of myself as a singer.
Performer.
Well, I think I'm a writer and a piano player, and I happen to sing. But I usually am changing my voice because I get bored with my own voice. I'd rather hear Ray Charles do it, or Rod Stewart, or somebody who's got a unique kind of voice.
I'm home and I'm weary.
Well, at this stage of your life, are there any thing you want to accomplish musically?
Oh, yeah, sure. Always. The next album I do, I want it to be really, really different and very good. As far as it being commercially successful, that's up to, I suppose it's up to me, but it's up to the record company, too. I just want to make good music, whatever form it takes. I may write a Broadway show. I may write the movie soundtrack. I may write songs for other artists. I keep getting all this mail from other artists saying, write me a song. And I got to say, well, I can't because I got to do my own album. And the funny thing is, I originally set out to be a songwriter for other people. So, it's a funny job.
Do you see any future media-wise, like for record, even when it's CD, they still have 3 minutes, 4 minutes action entertainment. But now there's a video. Mm-hmm. Do you see any other media where you can expand yourself?
There probably are going to be other mediums. I mean, for the music, for me, there's still nothing better than a live performance. Nothing tops that. As good as a video can be, or look, I even see some advertisements on TV that are videos themselves. There's some good movie soundtracks. A lot of it's old music. There will always be one way or the other to do music, but you're not going to beat live. Nothing's going to replace that. Mm. That's the true test. I mean, a lot of these groups that come out, they have this great video. It's fantastically made, terrific director, and they got all these gimmicks in it, and they got the cute girls, and then they come out on stage and do a show, and they stink. They never had any chance to play live, and I don't think those groups are going to last too long.
Did you agree with the video clip when you got started? Apparently you had fun shooting all those videos.
Well, before they were called videos, they were called promo clips.
Oh, promo clips, right.
And we were told, okay, well, in Japan and in Europe, they like to have a promo clip. So you went, okay, that's what it was. It was a promo clip. But the music was the primary thing. Mm. And now what's happened is the video has become almost the primary thing. It's sort of like the tail wagging the dog. In America, they have on the music channel, they used to say, now we will bring you more music videos. But now they say, and now more video music. So I said, wait a minute. What came first here, the music or the video? So it's a strange situation.
Mm-hmm. So you're still, you would say you're still a romanticist of sounds.
Yeah. I mean, the reason I became a musician is because it wasn't visual, because it was something you heard. You didn't have to see it. It went into your ears, and then your head created the image. Your mind created the image.
Right.
And when I'm singing in a studio, when I see myself on a video, I go, oh, man, that's not what I thought I was looking like when I was singing the song. You can imagine yourself to be anything. And visuals sometimes tend to bring it down to a reality that you were never thinking of.
You turn the tap dance